Hey folks, we have another gift request for Jenna Paulette today. Montauk Ed, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for the gift and this request. And I guess you're dovetailing off of Jeff Cather's, J-Cat's, 2 requests for Jenna. Thank you very much, Jeff. But this is You Ain't No Cowboy. I don't know what I'm getting myself into here. I'm not a cowboy. I'm more of a lone ranger in ways. I'm a social creature. But let's see why you ain't no cowboy. Oh, it's official music video. Cool. Hopefully it's not blocked. I don't think it will be because it's on her channel and not on Vivo. That's key. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Thank you for this ad, by the way. Uh-oh. Shit.
It's almost like you knew I had a heart to steal. Yeah, we danced till the lights came on. Kissed me slow to a George Strait song. I had no doubt that you were the real deal. You got the head, you got the cattle. You put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl. They don't make promises they can't keep. Don't say 3 words they don't mean. They don't end it with a text from Santa Fe. Cowboys ain't that way. You got the head, you got the cattle. You put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots, the scars on your knuckle, but settling down don't win any buckles. You ain't no good at sticking it out for the long haul.
Ooh, there was another song that I did that was similarly themed. I don't remember which one it was, but jeez. Yeah, I could feel it. I don't know if this happened to her or not. There's something very authentic in this one about her emotionality, and I don't necessarily think it's adopted.
Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all.
988 Lifeline, this is Sarah.
I was just looking for somebody to talk to.
Yeah. Well, here, listen, I'm here to provide support and to listen, so why don't you tell me a little bit about what's been going on?
Well, I don't sleep much. The little sleep I do get is drunk sleep. Oh, we're in the middle of a drought, and having to sell cattle off and can't afford to feed them, and I'm at the end of my rope.
Yeah, you got the head, you got the cattle. You put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots, the scars.
I'm assuming that was him that came back, not somebody coming to... Oh, wait a minute. Hey. Wow, that song took you all over. Very real. You know it. We're the apex predator on planet Earth. We human beings, and it's hard. The pressure, the stresses, the way we structure things doesn't prevent us from things going wrong. That's no news to anybody. But you know, this lifestyle, it's a loner's lifestyle, but like in the beginning, I love how that was prefaced with any one of these things goes wrong, and the Cowboys, they're screwed. They're just going to be, they could be destitute. You know, if it doesn't rain, like that was his thing where he got on the hotline. I'm glad they had that hotline too. That's not that far from my line of work. Mine's a bit different, but I mean, I have had some calls like this, let's put it that way, but it's the pain that people live with. It's kind of like being a fireman, like the woman who picked up the phone and said, look, I'm here, why don't you tell me what's up? And he said, yeah, it hasn't been raining, I can't feed my cattle, I've had to sell them off. And that's just like in some ways giving up your own children, because not quite, but you know what I'm saying, that like you want to be in it with these cattle longer before you sell them, because you're ultimately going to do that, I assume. But he had to do it sooner. You get less for him because they're not as big, and he can't afford to pay stuff. And there was somebody there to listen. And whatever she said, you can't say it's strictly he's still here, but she said good things enough, or just listened. And sometimes that's all somebody needs. You know, when we got, I don't know if it's a guy thing, some women are this way too, but I know we guys, we're like solution people, answer people. We want to come up with solve your problems when we're younger. And just learning to listen is, I've learned this in life, just learning to listen is so big. It's so validating that you listen to another person, but then don't judge them negatively, right? I mean, we're always making judgments. They could be good judgments, bad judgments, neutral judgments. I mean, judgment is just a process of thought and making some connections, but not instinctively criticizing somebody or looking down at somebody or what have you. That dude's pain was real. Yeah, was he drinking too much? Absolutely. Some of it was self-inflicted. I get that part. That doesn't mean he's not worthy of compassion. He hasn't hurt, well, he hurt her by driving away. But when she said, you're no cowboy, you're not in it for the long haul, not just the relationship. The sense I got was he wasn't in life for the long haul, because what the song was about suicide. 3.5 times the rate. Cowboys, ranchers, I think it said ranchers, but cowboys suffer that 3.5 times the rate. Maybe it's because they're not as socially connected due to the nature of their work as well. That's probably part of the impetus. But nonetheless, he came back in the end. The mug, when it broke, I'm like, please don't be the phone call. But by the end, I'm like, no, I think it's going to be him. Suicide prevention hotline number is there. But Ed, you sure know how to pick them, man. You have a way of putting them to me. Jeff Cather will do that to me. A number of you folks will put them to me where I'm like, this is a thinking person's song. Jacob Herrick's will do it to me. Sarah Emily does it to me for sure. So I'm not going to rate that one. You don't rate a song like that. But that was really a heart-filled choice, Ed. So there it is. All right, guys. I'll see you on another video. Listen to somebody if they need talking to. You know, so many parts of life are like dancing. You don't have to be good. You just have to be on the floor. And sometimes being on the floor is just listening and not saying a word. That's validating to another person anyway. There you go. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.